safest LinkedIn automation platform? Really? That's your video. Perfect. So I am Waleed, the CEO and co-founder of WaLead.ai, and in this video, we're gonna see why WaLead.ai is the safest LinkedIn outreach platform. So from the beginning, when we launched first this platform, we got until now, we got zero banned users, and we have several reasons for this case, right? So basically, when we try to build the platform at first, we basically try to do like something completely new that has everything that other platforms don't have, right? And one of the concerns I had is when people get like his LinkedIn account banned, because you can see my own LinkedIn account. I have been posting and commenting on LinkedIn for like 4 or 5 years, and I know it takes a lot of effort to build your personal brand, and it's like just stupid to lose your account because of a dumb LinkedIn outreach tool, right? So I will explain you in this video why this will not happen to you with our software. Okay, so first this is not like a LinkedIn helper, right? Yeah, with our platform, it is all based on API. It's not like a bot that basically mimics the human behavior. In our case, everything is fully automated in the cloud with AI, and the complete platform has the same LinkedIn limits. So with LinkedIn, you can only send 800 monthly invitations. That basically this is like 200 weekly invitations. So our platform will only allow you to send 200 monthly weekly invitations. So even if you want, the platform will limit that to 200, right? So that will be like our first limit. The second limit is the one that our own users can put. So here you can depending on the account, because if your account is like top level or the other one that hasn't been used for several times, so you can yourself choose if the account you want to send like 20 daily invitations, 40 daily invitations, how many profile visits you want to do every day. So that's like your decision, right? But for example, if you put 40, in this case it is like 5 days a week, then we will be sending 200 weekly invitations. But if you do 40 and you try to do Saturday and Sunday too, then all the invitations will be completed on Friday, and Saturday and Sunday will like zero invitation will be sent, right? This is because of our global 200 weekly invitations limit. So now we have two limits, right? And after these two limits, we still have one more level. The third level is the campaign limit. So even if you put like your like account limit, you still have to configure the campaign limit. For example, in this case, if I have two accounts running, then I can only put in this case, as we only have 50 daily invitation, then every account will send only 25 for this campaign, right? So we have like the global limit, the account limit, and also the campaign limit. So it's really hard to like by accident send a lot. In this case, it is impossible because the maximum you can send will be 200 weekly invitations. So this is like the first reason. And the second and most important reason is the health score. Is this thing that says right now 100, right? It says 100, but if you are not doing it good, it will say 50 or 40 or 30, right? But in this case, everything is fine, so it says 100. What is the health score? The health score is an algorithm that took us like 3 months to develop from scratch, and basically it's the same algorithm that LinkedIn uses to detect if you are using an automated software or not. We use basically the same with the same parameters and the same stuff. So I will tell you what happens when a normal software, any software that automates this stuff that you can know, right? So most of the software don't have their own API. So when you have your own API, you receive feedback from the API. For example, a normal software basically will send the 40 invitations and that's it, right? Or 50 invitations and that's it. But will not receive like a response from the API. In our case, we do receive that response. So if we send 40 invitations that day and everything is fine, then we will not receive like a response. But if something is wrong, we will do receive a message. For example, if we get back from the API error 429, that means too many actions, right? That's because the invitations and visits and messages of that day are too many. So we are receiving that error from LinkedIn. And if we get like error 406, this is like spam reported. For example, one of the leads that received your message has marked your message as a spam. So in these cases, there is nothing wrong. But the most of the platforms, as they don't receive this feedback, they keep sending. But in our case, we stop immediately. So, for example, if we are trying to send 4 invitations and we receive that message in the invitation number 30, then we stop immediately in that. And in the next day, the software will try to send only 29 invitations, even if you have 40. So with all that, we try to protect you and we try to like avoid these problems with LinkedIn because we have like the consistent feedback from that. Okay, but there are more factors. For example, your pending invitations. If your pending invitations is not in a healthy range, that's also a problem. For example, if you have more than 1,000 invitations, more than 1,000 pending invitations, that's a big problem, and it will be easier to get flagged. And also, for example, if you have more pending invitations than the total connection your account has, that's also a problem. And if your account has less than 500 connections or less than 6 months old, then it's even easier to get flagged. So there are really a lot of factors. For example, another factor is your message. If you are sending like a really aggressive message and people are getting mad at you and they are marking you as spam, then it will be easier to be flagged. Or for example, if the users that you are sending the message to are blocking you, this is also a factor. Or for instance, if your database, the people you are prospecting to, is like a really low quality database. For example, most of the profiles are inactive. You are getting less than 10% acceptance rate. Most of them are fake, are just three contacts users. That in that case, there is also possibilities, right? So there are tons of factors and our algorithm is processing them every day at every time, and if something happens it will automatically take action to protect your account, right? So for example, if we get a problem or a message or a response from LinkedIn, basically our software first thing will put a lower invitations or message limit in your account. That's the first thing he can do. Second thing, he will tell you like suggestion. Hi, you should remove pending invitations, right? Or for example, he can also put your account in rest mode. This means it will drop everything to zero and then it will start scaling. For example, day one, when the problem happens, let's stop everything and drop everything to zero. Then day number two, we will start sending 10 messages and 10 invitations, then 15 and 15, then 20 and 20, and it will warm it up progressively until it gets back to the levels it should be working on, right? And then the health score can also pause your account. It can pause your account for 12, 24, 48, or 72 hours until your account is ready to continue. And all this is fully automated. You don't have to do anything. So basically, with our platform, if we take into account the limits and also the health score, it is like a no-brainer, because the worst thing can happen is that your account will be paused and will be sending like 5 invitations daily because it's not doing good. But the possibility of getting flagged is near to zero, right? So that's the thing. And I want to show you an example. Yeah. So for example, here we have like a crazy, a crazy customer. It's my friend Carl's. So basically, the problem Carl's had is that his health score in this case was 90, but it was 30 before, And when it was 30, he got afraid, right? Because he had like 3,000 pending invitations accumulated. And basically, he was telling me, "Hi, Walid, I just wake up and my account was in recovery mode, right? In Spanish, motor recovery. Yeah, so we had like that recovery mode. And I was explaining him, hi, you should read the health score. You have to, it will basically automatically lower the limits, but you should do it manually to make it even faster. And you should delete the pending invitation, right? And basically, we are glad to have the health score, because if not, if Carl's was in that situation using Expand, Wallaxy, or any other software, he basically, yeah, it would have been a really bad day for him, because he will have like a, yeah, he basically will get a strike, right? And the strike can be really painful, because if it is your first strike, no problem. But if you have already accumulated 3 or 4 strikes, then it's like too risky, because you can they will make you verify your account, or they can, yeah, they can even ban your account permanently, right? So you have to take care of that. And that's why you should use a platform that you really know that it is safe. In our case, you can go, for example, to G2, read our reviews, and you will see that everything is fine. Customers are really happy, and we have never uh, got any like account or any user flagged. So this is basically the algorithm that is saving our customers, saving our software, and helping us grow consistently and with happy customers, right? So I hope you have enjoyed this video. You can write in the comment section if you have any question. And in our YouTube channel, we have tons of videos with a lot of integrations and product launches and everything to help you automate your LinkedIn and get a lot of sales and book a lot of demos. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.